Hey everybody, it's Maddox again, after another small break. The time is not with me right now, so I have to endure this. But now I will finally go on with the last episode and the last of the Equestria Girls specials. At least the last for now. And yeah, so now let's go on with the next episode. Oh god, I forgot which one it is again. I think it's episode 12. I think it was number 12. Not sure right now. At least the perfect pair. And yeah, the first thing that comes to my mind is I don't even remember right now if it is something that was mentioned sometimes in this show, or if it is a fandom joke with Applejack's hate for Pears. Yeah, I think it could be something like this, and right now, and like I said, I'm not sure about it, if it was a fandom thing or not. I remember that in the season 6 finale, the changeling who was impersonating Applejack was eating a pear. And yeah, but that's all I can remember right now. Yeah. But on the other side, it could also be with the episode just something like, I don't know, Pinky looking for the perfect pair to create the perfect pair favorite cupcake or something like this. No idea. But I will stick with Applejacks for now. Alright, so I've waited long enough. So I don't want to wait any longer. So let's start the episode in 3, 2, 1, click. Bum bum! Good start! And Apple Bloom, of course. So I guess it's what I expected.
Oh, thank you! You must be new. I'm Apple Bloom.
I'm Grand Pear.
Welcome
okay.
to Ponyville.
You mean welcome back to Ponyville. Grand Pear was originally from here before he opened his famous Pear Jam store in Vancouver.
Really?
Oh.
Why'd you move back?
Well, I needed a change of pace.
Interesting.
This is delicious. I can't believe I've gone my whole life without ever having this.
Glad you like it.
How much?
Now,
Oh!
Thanks, Mr. Grand Pear, sir. It was real nice meeting you.
Nice start.
Glad you're back, Sugar Cube. Just in time for breakfast for dinner.
Big
I
Mac
got
making
the
breakfast.
perfect topper for flapjacks at the market today.
Pear jam? What were you thinking?
Okay, so it is probably not.
Wait, hide it.
Okay. What?
My little pony, my little pony.
Okay, it doesn't seem to be like that Applejack hates Pear, but it's something to do with Granny? Yeah, alright. No idea. But it must be serious if they both react this way. And maybe they never told Apple Bloom? No idea. Just taking off my shoes. Way more for comfort.
What's the big deal?
Yeah.
It's just pear jam.
The big deal is that there is a long-standing feud between the apples and the pears.
Okay, so it is not only a fandom
Why?
thing.
Why? Well, actually, I'm not really sure. You have any idea, Big Mac?
Reminds me of the Who field in the McCodes.
Then I guess we should ask Granny? Ask me what?
Uh-oh.
What goes better with
Best.
apple fritter flapjacks? Caramel syrup or praline?
Praline? Oh, that smells great, Applejack.
Seriously,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
wash
see
up
it?
for supper. Be right back.
Oh.
Listen, Sugar Cube. Anytime Big Mac and I ever asked Granny about the feud or the Pears, she'd get so upset she couldn't talk. Best not bring it up.
Okay. I want to know.
Okay, but that Grand Pear was really nice to me, even though I'm an apple. I wonder what happened.
Me too. But if we can't ask Granny, I don't know who.
Grand
We can
Pear.
ask Goldie Delicious.
Oh.
If any pony knows about the feud, it's the family historian.
I'm in.
You see
What do
good
say,
old
Big Mac?
Goldie Delicious again.
Sibling trip first thing tomorrow?
Yup.
We travel the road without Pinkie Pie. And the cats are still there. And it's full stuff of things. Wow.
Now that's how you make an entrance.
Yeah.
Or is it an exit? Well, anyway, it's so wonderful to see you three. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, Goldie,
Oh.
we were hoping you could tell us
okay.
about the feud with the apples and the pears.
Oh.
Oh dear.
dear.
Oh dear.
Does Granny Smith know you're here?
No, ma'am. But I ran into Grand Pear yesterday, and he was real nice. Maybe the feud was a misunderstanding or something, and we can fix it?
Well, I don't know about that, little one, but if it's the story you're after, I suppose you have a right to know. And let's see, I've got a stack of books here someplace. Oh, Apple Family History, Volume
Well,
137.
she knows how to find her stuff.
Here we are.
You have to
Feud
admit
with
it.
the bears. I mean, pears. My eyes ain't what they used to be. A long time ago, Sweet
History
Apple
lesson.
Acres wasn't the only farm in Ponyville. In fact, there was another one just right next door.
Alright.
Come and get your apples. Nothing sweeter than biting into a crisp apple on a beautiful fall
Granny?
day.
Unless, of course, you could bite into a juicy
Oh.
Please, pears are just what happens when you ain't no good at farming apples.
Pears are nature's candy. Apples
Seeing a
are
young Granny
sour.
Smith, that
Like the
is...
expression on
Wow.
your face right now.
And so it went. The Granny and Grand Pear were always at each other. Who was the best farmer? Who took better care of their trees? If Granny
And there's
read
Dinky.
to her trees at night,
And
Time
then
traveler.
The little tree reached its branches up to the moon, and the moon said, "Good night."
why then Grand Pear had special blankets made for his trees so they wouldn't get cold.
Good night, trees.
Aw.
I've got you covered.
Oh. Okay.
In fact, all the apples and the pears were rivals to the core. The only apple and pear who ever got along were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter.
Alright. Yeah, it's the kids.
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
I'm not supposed to talk to you either.
Is that
My
young
mom
is
says
still and
if you
already
hold a
talking?
buttercup under your chin, it'll make your chin glow. But it doesn't work on me. See?
Does it work on me?
It
Aw.
sure does, Buttercup.
Buttercup. I like that name.
Wait an apple picking minute. Bright Mac and Buttercup, those are our parents' names.
Of course, Buttercup was
What?
just the nickname your
What?
father
What?
gave your
What?
mother. Pear
What?
Butter. Well, that was her given name.
Are you saying our mother was a pear?
What? You're kidding! No! Come on! Seriously?
Believe it. How did we not know?
Well,
Seriously?
your only called your mother Pear Butter. And her cutie mark was a preserved jar, but pear butter don't look too much different from apple butter, so no clues there.
Seriously?
Is there
You're getting
anything
an-
else you can tell us about them?
Parent
I
episode
know
of
they loved
AJ.
each other very much. They had that magical, star-kissed, other side of a rainbow kind of love. You couldn't be around them too long and not feel a little bit like
Come on, and what more than the names?
Anything else?
I'd need volume 138 for that.
Come on. Oh,
I'm sure I could wrangle it in a couple of days.
come on.
That's
I want to
all
know
right,
more.
Goldie. It was nice just to hear it.
Oh, I just remembered something. Your dad and his buddy Burnt Oak would get in all kinds of trouble together as colts.
Burnt Oak? The firewood sales pony? I haven't seen him in ages.
He and your dad were thick as thieves back in the day.
Come on.
Y'all should talk to him.
I want to know more. Give me more.
Well, well, if it isn't the apples, what can I do for you? I know you're not here for firewood. You got more trees than any pony in Ponyville.
I
You're
don't
right.
think they want
We're
to
not
burn
here
them.
for that.
Come
Oh.
to ask about your dad?
Oh,
Yup.
Well, I wondered if you might. Hoped you would. It's nice to talk about him.
come on.
We had a lot of laughs. In fact, this one time, we were racing to see who could till the fastest, and Bright Mac was leaving me in the dust. He would have won,
Bright
too, if
Mac.
he wasn't so distracted.
Oh. Uh-oh. I don't think that's really helping. With the ongoing fight.
Oh! Pear butter, what did you do?
Aw.
I'm not sure.
Aw.
She didn't do it, sir.
Excuse me?
The water silo. It was my fault.
Oh.
Well, you owe me a new silo, boy. And you? Come with me. No daughter of mine is gonna make goo-goo eyes at an apple.
Oh, come on. Yep.
Grandpa never would have known it was your father's fault. But there was no way he'd let your mother take the blame for something he did.
So Dad
Aw.
was super honest. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Your dad worked the apple farm all day and then headed over to the Pears on his breaks to fix the water silo. I didn't see him for weeks. Not that he minded. Gave him a chance to get to know your mom.
Did you know our mom too?
Buttercup
Yeah.
was a real peach of a pear. But if you want to know more about her, you should ask Mrs. Cake.
Mrs. Cake?
Mrs. Cake?
She and your mom were inseparable when they were fillies.
Then let's go. Thanks, Bird
Wow,
Oak.
okay. So many connections here.
Would it be okay if we stop by again sometime to hear more stories?
I'd like that very much.
Aww. Hey, there was Twilight. We never heard anything about it in 7 seasons. Or 6.5.
Apple siblings. Hi, Mrs. Cake. We heard
And now
you
we
and our
learn
ma used to be real
so
good
many-
friends, and we were hoping you could tell
Wow.
us a bit about her.
Oh, I would love to. I never knew the right time to bring it up, but I'm so glad you came. For starters,
Yeah,
did
we
you
waited
all
long
know
enough.
that it was your mom who convinced me to pursue baking?
What isn't your name, Mrs. Cake?
Not always. Back when I was Chiffon Swirl, I had no idea
What?
what I was supposed to do.
What was her name?
But one day, your mom brought me some candied pears, eggs, flour, sugar, and vanilla, and told me to just be creative. Next thing I knew, I was whipping up pear upside down cake, and I got my cutie mark. It was like she knew what I was supposed to do long before I did.
Just like you, Sugar Cube. Or
Aww.
rather, you're just like her.
That was the first of many cakes for me, and Buttercup was with me through it all. She'd be
Aww.
my taste tester, help with the decorating, and prep new ingredients. Over the years, I perfected my recipes. Your mom did so much for me. One day, I wanted to surprise her with a cake.
Aw, picnic. Between the orchards. Oh. Oh.
Oh, it's just you. Sorry. I just brought you a little something to say thank you. But I see you're busy. Promise
kind
you
of.
won't say anything?
Uh-oh. There's Granny.
What in tarnation are you doing, Bright Mac? We do not fraternize with pears! Patooey!
Oh, come on, Granny.
You and Bright Mac? Oh, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Your families hate each other.
I can't help it. We just sorta happened.
Then Pear
Aww.
Butter told me
Love
the
at first
sweetest
sight.
love story I
From when
have
they were
ever
kids.
heard.
Happy 131,456-hour anniversary, darling.
Wow.
What? That's way longer than we've been together.
I know, but it's the anniversary of the first time I called you Buttercup.
Aww.
It's okay if you didn't get me anything.
Actually, I did.
A guitar? For me? But
Aw.
I don't know how to play.
Quiet, you.
Ui. Song?
We're far apart
Oh.
in every
I think it's
way.
the second
but
song of
you're
the season,
best part
if I'm not
of
mistaken.
my day.
Oh, God.
And sure as I breathe the air, I know we are the perfect pair on a
Aw.
prickly path that goes on for miles. But it's worth it just to see you smile.
Oh.
And I
Oh,
cannot
God.
be pulled apart from the hold you have in my heart. And even if the world tells us it's wrong, you're in
Oh.
my head like a catchy song.
Wow, it's just wow.
Do you like it? Be honest now.
It's the best gift you could have given me.
Seasons change and leaves may fall, but I'll be with you
God.
through them all. And rain or shine, you'll
So
always
cute.
be mine. On a prickly path that goes on for miles. You're the only one who makes it all worthwhile. And you should not blame me too if I can't help falling in love with you.
Hey, no fair. I was gonna tell you the same thing.
You're just mad I beat you to it.
I'm telling you, I was gonna pull you up, cover your eyes, lead you over here, and say surprise.
Oh, God. That's... Wow.
And then you'd say, oh, Bright Mac, I love it. And then I'd say, I love you. Too bad it didn't work out, though.
Yep, too bad.
The pears are moving.
What? Oh.
I mean, I figured the pears moved, but I didn't know all that stuff happened before with Granny and Grandpa.
It must have been really hard on our parents.
Oh, it was. We're moving to Vancouver? But that's so far.
It's what's best. There's acres of untouched land and a warehouse to make our jams. We'll get to expand our business and get away from those gosh darn apples.
Pear Butter was devastated, but seeing no way out of it, she did what she had to do.
So, that's it?
What do you want me to do, Bright Mac? We're moving. I love you, but I have to stay with my family.
Then Bright Mac did the most romantic thing I've ever seen any pony do.
Oh, come on.
We're gonna need one more pony to tell that story.
Mayor, you knew our parents?
Oh.
Not as well as Mrs. Cake, but I did play a part in their love story. The night before the Pear family moved, Bright Mac asked me to meet him at the edge of Sweet Apple Acres.
I don't want to be apart from you, ever. I'm not sure what we'll do, but I'm sure of us. So sure that I'd marry you today.
I would too.
Oh, my God.
I think that's my cue.
Oh, God. Maybe
I
with pink
had the
hair.
honor of officiating your parents' secret wedding, and it was perfect. Bright Mac knew Buttercup wouldn't want a big splash,
Reminds me of some pony else I know.
so they had a special way to seal their vows. I now pronounce you...
What is going on? What's with all these hair
Oh,
candles?
Granny.
Hey, Butter! Where are you? You're supposed to be packing. What are you two doing?
Ma, Grandpa, Buttercup and I are in love.
What?
And we'll be married as soon as Mayor says.
Oh, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Doesn't that feel nice? Mwah.
What are you talking about? Married? You two can't be married.
Finally, something we can agree on. Pear, Butter, enough of this nonsense. We're moving, and you gotta stick with your family.
But the apples are my family now, too.
You can't be serious. Are you choosing to be an apple over being a pear?
Are you making me choose?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Then yeah, I guess I am.
Fine.
at least Granny is.
Can't believe
oh.
Grandpa just up and left Ma like that. No wonder Granny never told us about any of this.
These things are never easy.
And it's hard to know when it is a good time. It seems to me that now's as good a time as any.
To talk to both our grandparents. Excuse me, Grandpa?
I'm Applejack, and this year's Big Macintosh. But you already know who we are, don't you?
Sure do.
Aw.
Did you really move to Ponyville just for a change of pace?
No.
Then you came here because you're sorry and you want to get to know us too?
I'm so sorry. I was just so angry, but I never...
It's in the past, Grandpa. Oh, can I call you Grandpa Pear?
Sure can.
Now, where'd you all get to? I ain't seen Hydra Harriers all day.
We've been all over, learning about our parents.
You have?
Oh, come on,
and
Granny.
our grandfather.
So, you're back, hmm?
Sure am. Never should have left.
Finding you and learning all about Mom and Dad, I feel like I found a piece of me I didn't even know was missing.
Hearing their story makes me feel closer to them somehow.
I'm sorry. I should have told you all about him sooner.
And I should have been here. I can't believe I let a silly feud keep me from my family.
Nothing's keeping you from us now. Let's not miss anything else.
Applejack's right. Welcome back, prickly old Pear.
Oh, God.
Thanks, you old crabapple.
Now that we're all together, there's something we want to show you. Mom and Dad left us something to remember them by. Come on!
Did it? Is this a stone?
It's beautiful.
Oh, and Granny never saw this?
If anything's gonna make it through, it's
Or
apples
even in hard
and
form.
pears.
Well, congratulations. I always said that sooner or later this show would make me cry. And it's not easy to make me cry these days any longer. I always knew that this day would come sooner or later. It only took 6.5 seasons. Oh God. This is probably one of the most beautiful episodes of the whole show. Wow, I'm out of it here. Wow. And I don't think that there is much to discuss any longer if their parents are now really dead or not, since if I'm not mistaken right now, Applejack said that were their parents' names. If they would be still around somewhere, she would have not. She would have said that these are the parents' names. So I think it's more than confirmed now in the show, not just by one of the writers or whatever, that they are gone. And yeah, wow, seriously, I can't stop. Oh god. Oh god. It's just a little bit of tears, but I'm sure one day it will be way more. I'm still waiting for this day. And it was truly a beautiful ending and everything. It's reminded me of Romeo and Juliet, besides the death, of course, at the end for each other. But with the fight between the families and everything, that was maybe a little bit cliche, but it fits so well, and wow. Truly one of my new favorites. I don't know what else to say right now. Well, we got all of the family episodes now. Maybe we need one about with Twilight's parents. We saw them sometimes during the wedding, during the coronation, at the end of season 6 premiere, but we never had a full episode with them. So I would really love to see something more like this. At least we know everything now about their parents, that they are all okay, not all around. We know about all of the main 6 parents, so no, that's it. Oh, seriously. I hope for this episode, but I never expected it. Now I need to calm down before I do the next reaction I had planned for right after this. Alright, so I will stop here, calm down a little bit, and be back then with a Equestria Girls special. Well, see you later, everybody. Bye.